What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mafex or Medicom Toys Superman Return of Superman action figure. And I gotta say, man, I wasn't all that excited for this, but this figure looks freaking beautiful. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, starting off with that sexy packaging, it is this more grayish black color with a grainy look to it, kind of to match the theme of this Superman. And I don't know what it is about this black and silver on Superman. I really like this a lot. I as soon as I saw this, I pre-ordered it. But man, this looks good. You got an image of him looking off right there. He's got the mullet going on. I don't know how he grew that out so fast, but whatever. We got Superman right there. DC, Mafex, Medicom Toys, Superman, Return of Superman action figure. At the top, it just says Superman. At the bottom, you got a bunch of warnings and legal stuffs and barcodes no one cares about. Got an image of him right here, as well as Superman on the side. Full body image of him right here, looking really good in the vanilla pose. Then, of course, on the back, we've got some poses we can get the figure into, as well as some of the accessories. Now, let's go ahead and bust this guy out because, to be honest, I am actually pretty excited for this figure. Now, first things first, straight out of the package, this figure so far is the literal definition of simple yet effective because, damn, man, oh my God, I really freaking love this thing already, man. And it's simple because it's simple. It's just a bunch of blacks and grays. We've got a little bit of skin tone going on, but this thing just looks so freaking good, man. That head sculpt is really nice, man. I really love how they put the detailing above his eyebrows. You got the blue eyes there. The texturing in his face, like all the details and everything. Skin tone is painted very nicely. And then the body is just pretty much what we have come to know and love from our updated Mafex figures. He's real beefy. He's bulky. You got all the muscles and stuff sculpted in there. And this thing just looks so good, man. To be honest, this is a figure when I first saw it, I was like, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to review it. Then I'll probably get rid of it. But nah, man, I like this a lot. To be honest, this thing to me is on par with the Batman Hush Superman. Just because, like, I like this type of stuff, man. The darker themed characters. I don't know, man. I like this a lot. You got the gauntlets right here. I really like the silver that they went with as well. It's like this real shiny silver to complement that matte black. This just looks so good. Then he's got the toe silver right there. I don't know why he's only got like half of it done, but this thing looks good, man. And speaking of which, I do have the other Superman right here, and I think it's definitely not the same sculpt. There's probably some reuse. I think the arms, the upper part of the arms are definitely reuse. I don't know. Let's see. A lot of it looks like it's reuse. But that can't be because this chest has to be a new piece. The abs, I'm pretty sure, are the same. Obviously, the underwear are not. The legs look like they're about the same. I don't know, but this just looks so freaking good, man. Both of these look really good, but I am all over this right now. I'm not even going over details. I'm just telling you guys how good the figure looks. Anyway, let's go ahead and put him back so we can see how tall he stands, because I could start bragging on this and keep going all day. Now, for the height of this figure to the top of his head, as you guys can see, he's right under 6.5 inches. So definitely a tall figure, but he's going to fit in scale with all of your Mafex figures as they always do. So you won't have to worry about that. But in case you are, I will be showing some size comparisons later on in the video. Articulation wise, he only looks up about that much, and that's because the mullet is touching the back of his neck. And if you don't know, this is why you shouldn't have a mullet. First of all, those haircuts are ugly as hell, but also they block your articulation, my boy, so cut that off. And anyway, he looks down that much. The chin does touch the chest, so that's really good. Really great tilt and turn. You can get a whole lot of expression out of this Superman. I just hate this mullet. But anyway, the arms do go up and out about that much, so he can do more than a T-pose. Obviously, he does have butterfly joints, as you guys can see. They can bring all the way in about that much. And so if you want to have him choking somebody, you can totally do that. If you want to hit those flight poses, you can't do that because of the mullet. But yeah, anyway, he does have really good bicep swivel. Almost feels a little too loose on this arm. That's kind of scary. I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, it's always scary when Mafex figures are loose and when they're stiff. He does have double jointed elbows, but you kind of got to play with it a little bit. You got to tuck that in slowly because that plastic, it will start to rub right here and you don't want to break that joint. So be careful. Just like slowly move it in. That's what I would do when you're posing this guy around. And my boy Superman can hit the flex, yo. I'm digging this a whole lot. His hands are on a hinge, a very sturdy hinge that does move up, down, left, right, all the way around. Only limitations you're going to get are the gauntlets. As far as the diaphragm joint goes, it's very effective. Leans back about that much. No real ugly gapping in there. There's a little bit of gap, but my boy can lean all the way back. Forward, you kind of got to pull up and then tuck, but he doesn't really, well, that happens if you pull too hard. I'm leaving that on camera. But he only leans forward about that much, so not a whole lot. He does get all kinds of diaphragm movement when it comes to moving around. Now, if you want to lean him forward more, you bring this as far as you can get it forward, and then you move him forward at the waist. Let me put the arms down. And there you go. So my boy Superman can be creeping with the look if you want to give it to him. He does have a waist swivel, very effective. The legs are on the drop down method, and he can kick an enemy in the face. I've never seen Superman kick anybody, I don't think, but he can kick somebody if you want him to. I'm definitely going to have him kicking people. He doesn't move his leg back just because he's got a butt, so can't do that. Now, as far as the legs going out, they only go out about that much, which I think is fine because that means you're still going to be able to get him in those dynamic poses. He can't do the splits, but Superman doesn't need to. He does have a built-in thigh swivel. He does have double jointed knees that are beautiful. Foot goes down about that much, up about that much. He does have ankle rocker, and then he does have toe hinge. So articulation-wise, it's what we always get with Mafex. Like, no one is beating them articulation-wise. I know I always say that, but seriously, I can't think of a company that is killing it articulation-wise and sculpt like Mafex. They did this guy justice. This is a basic Superman figure, and I'm freaking loving it right now. Now, when it comes to accessories, you don't really get a whole lot because, I mean, technically this is battery recharging Superman. So he can't really use all of his abilities because this is after he dies, comes back to life, and he is slowly gaining his abilities back. And it just happens to be very, very slow. So yeah, no abilities, no I-beams or anything like that. But you do get a pair of fist hands that come with him and a neutral head sculpt. You get a pair of reaching palm type hands, stylish pose, whatever you want to use them for. You get the signature flight hands, the haha type or I'm about to roast you type hands. You do get a pair of relaxed hands, which you can use these for if he's reaching, grabbing, or if he just has his hands down by his sides. And then you get an extra pair of hands, which I thought is weird, but still cool that they included. These are the hands that have the thumb a little bit spread, and it's for gripping onto the cape of your figures. They probably just reuse these from Batman, and I don't know, but he doesn't have a cape, so it's not like there's anything he can hold. But if you want to slip something in between his fingers, then by all means, you can totally do it. He does come with a teeth gritted face. Once again, with this this mullet that I'm not feeling, but the head sculpt looks beautiful. The paint on this, gorgeous. Like it looks so good, man. They really are coming along with their extra head sculpts. Now, since he can't fly just yet, he also does come with his Jet Booster 9000s. And I think I'm probably going to put these on and leave them on just because they add to the look of the figure versus it being 90% black. It'll go to about 80% black, maybe like 70%. So just to add to the look, I'll probably put those on and keep them. And then he does also come with these flight boosters. Now, somebody told me that Batman gave Superman these, and I know that's cap, because why would Batman give Superman these and yet he's still gliding around in Gotham? Like, come on now. On a back grappler? Come on now. Nah. I don't know where Superman got these, but yeah. Either way, these do clamp into the bottom of the shoe, or not clamp in, they peg in. As you guys can see, just peg that in there, and that looks really good, man. That looks really good. I'll probably never use these, but just knowing that I have them, this is dope, man. Accessory-wise, I cannot complain. Mafex always gives us the most, even things that we don't necessarily need. So, great job, as always. Now, in case you wanted to see what they look like with a head swap, here you guys go. This is the Hush Superman head on the new body, and the skin tone doesn't quite match. The neck down is a little bit more tan on this figure, but it's not like it's extremely noticeable. Only thing is, I think that the head is like a little bit too small for this body, and then vice versa on this one. I think that this head is a little bit too big for the Hush body, but then again, it could just be the mullet. Who knows? And here he is with the Jet Booster 9000s on, and I just gotta say, I like this look a whole lot more. Just because, once again, it does break up that mostly all black-esque sculpt, so I like that a lot. And these were so painless to change. You literally just pull down on them and slide those on. Once again, their quality control is improving so much, man, and I love Mafex for it. Now, moving on to size comparisons, I decided to mix him up with the DC figures just so you can see how they scale with other lines, because most Mafex are right around the same size. Here he is standing next to the Mafex Batman Hush Superman, a DC Icons Rebirth Batman, which is still my favorite look. Mafex, please make this. And then, of course, we do have the Mattel Tim Drake Robin. Mafex, please give us a Tim Drake Robin so that I can throw this thing in a bin and forget I have it. Next up, here he is standing next to a couple of other heroes, kinda, sorta. We have the Figma My Hero Academia Deku, these SH Figuarts Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku with a full power Super Saiyan head sculpt on the body, and then we do have him standing next to the Figma Attack on Titan Eren Yeager. And you can't say Eren Yeager. You're not allowed to say it that way. You have to say Eren Yeager. That's the only way you say it now. Now, since Superman is in Fortnite, you guys already know I had to bust out the Fortnite figures. First up, we have him standing next to the Jazzwares Agent Peely, which is forever going to be my favorite one. We have him standing next to the Hasbro Victory Royal Series Ripley and the Hasbro Victory Royal Series Lynx. And lastly, mixing it up with some Legends, here he is standing next to the Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Captain America, or the Unparalleled Cap, whichever you want to call it. We have him standing next to the Marvel Legends Walgreens exclusive Moon Knight. I had to show this because the series just premiered. And of course, the Marvel Legends Retro Symbiote Spider-Man. Now, I don't really feel like I need to explain my final thoughts on this figure. You guys probably already picked it up throughout the course of the review. But if you didn't, I'll just go ahead and say it, man. This is it. This is it, man. I knew when I got this figure today, as well as a couple of other ones that came in the mail, I knew this was going to be the first one that I reviewed. Just because all it took was one look at it, and I was like, this thing looks like it's so dope. And it was, man. This review, I seriously just enjoyed it. Like, I really enjoyed doing and making this review. This figure is that dang cool, man. And I know people probably looked at it and were like, it's simple, it's basic, and I can pass on that one. I don't plan on getting it. There's a couple of other Superman figures coming out, and there are. The Cyborg Superman's coming out, which looks really freaking good. The Dark Knight Returns Superman is coming out, which also looks really good. But Mafex just, they make it so hard to pass on their figures because they always look good and they're killing it with everything they release. Like, I know I've said this a million times, but there is no company out there doing DC figures justice like Mafex. I don't care who you go to. I don't care how many figures they're putting out every 2 weeks. They are not competing with Mafex. The only thing I hate about Mafex is the fact that we just have to wait so long for them. Because other than that, man, if Mafex was releasing figures on a month-to-month basis, DC figures, yo, it would be a wrap, man. I'd be out a lot of money, so I'm glad they're not doing that. But still, literally the only gripe I have with this figure is the fact that you cannot lift the head as much as I want you to. Those flight poses are going to be dang near impossible, and it's because of that damn mullet. But you guys know, man, it's a good figure. Seriously, don't skip out on this one. I don't see him going up in price too much because I think a lot of people did pass on it. But if you did, you're crazy, man, because this guy is awesome, man. I love this thing. Anyway, I'm rambling now. That is my review. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to leave a thumbs up because that always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And lastly, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm trying to hit a pose before I go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are. And nah, y'all not leaving until this pose go through. Stand up, Superman. Don't play with me. All right, yeah, he ain't want to do it. He's not wanting to do it. No. No. All right, bye. Psych, my boy. Y'all thought y'all were going to leave without me getting him in the pose I was trying to do. You're wrong. Anyway, now bye.